I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. Got that? I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love me so much, that you can start loving me. Alright, sopranos. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I'm just playing guitar. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Tucson. My name is Morgana. I'm your host today. Let's take a quick moment to get grounded in our space. Connect with breath. Breathe in. Hold. Release. We are all a unique expression of the divine source, the one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is our life right now. If you are setting an intention to experience a happier life, better health, more abundant living, you're in the right place. Know that wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are welcome here and you are among friends. Welcome. Okay. Next step, let's make sure those phones are incommunicado, silent, shut off, whatever it takes. Okay, I hope you all got a copy of the bulletin this morning as you came in with your song sheets as well. Announcements will be there and in the newsletter each week. Just going to point out a couple of things. There's one thing that's probably not on the bulletin. We are asking folks to stay after service for a short community conversation. Let's talk about our status and what we do moving forward. We need your input in order to make decisions. We'll be preparing for a vote soon, I believe. Remember, Intention Keepers always has room for more people to build and strengthen our intentions. And that happens the first and third Sunday at 1:30 on Zoom. And the same week coming up, the 19th, we have both the Intention Keepers and before services, the LGBTQ plus friends at Starbucks. So I hope you'll all join us there. All right. Remember that our practitioners are here before and after services to meet with you. After service for a special prayer time if something's on your heart, somebody in your friend's family circle is in need of something. That's a wonderful opportunity to spread your love through prayer. And today we have Sharon and Reverend Ruth is here as well. And Tamara, so we're all here. So we're all powered up, ready to meet with you after service. Okay, before I depart, let's do one quick thing and read together our vision statement. Spiritual Alternative, the Center for Spiritual Living Tucson, is an inclusive, vibrant spiritual community focusing on personal connection through our beliefs, principles, and practices of the science of mind.
All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. all in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is good, holy, holy. All love, all love, all love, holy, holy. All love, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is love, holy, holy. All one, all one, all one, holy, holy. All one, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is one, holy, holy. All good, all good, all good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is good, holy, holy.
And with that beautiful invocation, this is our time of silent meditation. So just take a moment to settle. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. And allow the sounds of the chime to bring you in and out of 3 minutes of silence. Join me in prayer. Holy, holy, divine light of love, infinite being, presence that is here now, ever present. Divine light, holy, holy, presence that is pure, that is infinite, eternal, that is you, that is me, that is all being. Holy, holy. We are that. That is us. And I'm so grateful for this place of CSL Tucson, this place of reminder and reflection. The holy, holy, here now in each and every one of us. We are blessed by the presence. We are the presence. We are the blessing. I'm so grateful for each and every one who says yes to the practice. Who says yes to being here now. It is so. So it is. Our theme this month is practicing the practice of becoming. And last week we explored the theme, love is a daily commitment. And this week we're exploring the theme of the path of vulnerability. And so the reading today, the spiritual thought today, is from the book Undefended Love. Undefended love means cultivating the capacity to be emotionally present, even when we feel exposed or vulnerable. Learning to relinquish the many strategies we have employed to feel safe and in control. And finding the courage to love without guarantees or requirements. Through developing the capacity for intimacy in this way, we discover love as an abiding presence in the emotional center of our being, our heart. And we can never again feel emotionally disconnected, incomplete, or unloved. And our affirmation for today. I honor my feelings today and treat myself with kindness. You say that again with me. I honor my feelings today and treat myself with kindness.
chocolate down. Minha casa vive verdade. Abre coração, coração. Água de beber, 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 água de beber. Eba, 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 Good morning. Good to be back. Good to see y'all. I'll have you know, vulnerability, not the easiest topic in the world. And so I'm going to be vulnerable. I really struggled with this one. I really struggled with this topic. Just trying to, there's so much to be said when it comes to vulnerability. Especially vulnerability if we embrace it as a spiritual practice. When I stop to really pause and consider it, it's really at the heart and center and core of what we do. So I'm going to invite you all, as we dive into this, just take a deep breath in with me and let it go. And again, let it go. Something sacred happens when we allow ourselves to simply come present. To let go of everything that has gone before, everything that was happening this morning before you walked through that door. We let that go. And we let go of everything that we may have to do later. Like for me, we're going to leave. We're going to drive back to Peoria. I'm going to change my clothes, get in my work van, and drive to Las Vegas. That's the rest of my day. Because I have to go. I'm going to be working in Las Vegas for 10 days, starting later on today. My other job. And so, I mean, I could sit here and just start freaking out about all the time because I woke up at 3:30, 3:45 this morning to kind of put the finishing touches on this. And then we drove down here and get wrapped up in all the stuff and all the doingness. Sound familiar? We get wrapped up in the doingness. We get wrapped up in all the things we have to take care of. And we lose sight of just being where we are. Being present with who we are. So when I sat down to really look at this idea of vulnerability, and not just look at it, but feel into it. What is my relationship with being vulnerable? When we, as ministers and practitioners and folks on the spiritual path, when we choose to be ministers, like me, we choose to grow in public. We choose to talk about the things that are on our hearts and minds on a week in, week out, day in, day out basis. And it can be challenging because we're told in ministerial school, and I actually said this at one time, and I quit saying it because I taught the senior practicum for a couple of years at the School of Ministry.
And we started out saying, well, you know, you really don't want to talk about stuff until you've really dealt with it, until you've really handled it, until you got through it. Then you can talk about it. No. We talk about it when it's up. We talk about it when it's real. We talk about it when it's in front of us to deal with, because we get to share our process. Because people know. Y'all know. Y'all know when we're up here faking it. Y'all know when we're up here faking it. And I refuse to do that. As a minister, as a spiritual leader, you know, we all get to create this together. We get to stop and breathe together. We get to stop and be together. And so when it comes to this idea of vulnerability, we've grown up in this world where it says, you know what? If you're vulnerable, you're weak. How many of you heard that? If you're vulnerable, you're weak. If you're vulnerable, you're putting yourself at risk. If you're vulnerable, it's not okay. When in truth, when we are hiding out from the world, when we set up these boundaries, we set up these walls to protect us, they're not really protecting us. They're keeping us separate. They're creating an illusion that I could possibly even be separate from all of you, which we know I can't. You all sitting there, you all know, or in here in the room or out there, we're all connected energetically. We're all part of this great universal power and presence we call God or Spirit or infinite mind or life itself. We're all part of that. And we create this illusion that says I'm separate from, or we create this illusion that says I'm in danger if I'm too open. We create this illusion that says if I'm vulnerable, I'm weak. It's a story we tell. It's a story we tell ourselves in order to keep ourselves feeling safe. It's a story we tell ourselves that I can possibly be separate, that I can isolate and be safe. And really, when I'm isolating and to be safe, I'm not doing that. I'm just hiding. I'm hiding from the folks out there. But in truth, what I'm really hiding from is me. I'm hiding from these identities that I've rolled up about me that say I'm not okay. These stories I say about me that says I'm not enough. Or maybe I'm saying I'm too much. Maybe I'm telling a story that says I'm damaged goods. I'm not worthy of a good life. So we guard ourselves, we protect ourselves, we filter our words, we hold back our truth. When we look at vulnerability, Ernest Holmes says this, he says, we are bound. We are bound because we are first free. We start telling stories about how we're limited. We're free to choose. We're free to create. We're free to make choices. We're free to create new patterns of experience. Because as things are inside of us, so they show up outside of us. Right? As within, so without. So if my experience is if my interior experience is one of fear and anxiety, my interior experience is one that says, you know what, I'm not okay. Or I have to hold on tightly. Then what's my experience of life out here going? It's going to be limited. Because if I'm limiting these possibilities for me, on the inside, then those opportunities out here are going to be limited as well. It's like I can spin up, I can look back at the course of my own personal life. Some of the stuff I've done, some of the things I've been through, and create this story that says I'm very much an unworthy individual. I mean, come on. We grew up, well, let's see, I'm looking around. Most of us grew up in the 60s and 70s and 80s, and we know what that was all about. Right? I mean, we kind of lived on we pushed the boundaries quite a bit, kind of pushed a lot of them over, knocked them down. We did some stuff. And we could likely create some stories that say we're very much not worthy, or we can look at those same occurrences and say, you know what, that was all life experience, and it all came together to create me as I am today. And I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm a good person today. Sure, I did some crazy stuff. Sure, I did some stuff outside the law. Sure. Quite a few things. And that's okay. I learned from them. We learned from them. We make better choices today. Hopefully. Yeah. We make better choices today. And even still today, I can speak for myself. I do a lot of things and live my life in a lot of ways that are outside the norm. And that's okay. It's the way I prefer to be. And I share those things on a regular basis. I make no secret that I've been in recovery for 25, a long time. 30 plus, almost 30 years. And that's okay. I get to be vulnerable. I get to share all of that with all of you. Because if I am living in a sense, if I'm living in a sense where I'm constantly thinking that I have to be on my guard, then I'm restricting the flow. I'm constantly having to think, is it okay to say this here or there or elsewhere? Or I'm over here in this group now, so I can be this person with this group, and I'm over here with this group, and I can be this person with this group. That's exhausting. Keep track of all that. Why not just simply be? And let it be okay. So people choose to be around me, in, through, around, as, relate to me, whatever it is, that's great. If they choose not to, that's okay too. Because I'm okay with me. Sometimes it takes work to get to that place. Can I get to that place where I am really 100% okay with as I am today? As I am today. It's like the song, it was a song back in the 80s. I love myself the way I am, but still I want to grow. Guys from Lyons. Love myself the way I am, still I want to grow. I can be okay with it. I can be okay. In fact, one of the last remaining members of Alliance is speaking at New Vision Center this morning. Reverend David Alt. I forgot to call him. I was going to call him. I had him sing. I had him as a guest singer when I was a minister in Seal Beach. long time ago, 80, 90, 98, yeah, something like that. But vulnerability. How free am I? Because that, for me, when I think about vulnerability, it's like that's what it comes down to. How free do I feel to share all of who I am with all the people? Because that's a lot. That can be a lot for people. That can be a lot for some people, especially folks, yeah, who do it different. If I'm outside the common societal standards of behavior, but still not harming anybody, not taking from anybody, is it okay? We got to look out at the world and look out at the wide variety of ways of being. And this is actually one of the reasons I really like coming down to Tucson. Tucson is a very free, very unique, very edgy community. Yes, it is. And I've lived in some very conservative state, communities over the years. But it's like one of the things I like about being here, is that it is that way. So the question becomes, how willing are you? How willing am I to set aside the what ifs? But what if I say this and they don't like me? What if I do this and they walk away? And it's all in the name of being true to me. All in the name of saying, you know what, I'm just going to be me. And I have some areas of my life right now that I'm looking at this, and I think this is one of those things that made me stop and pause as I started working on this message for today, is, are there areas in my life where I'm holding back? Are there areas in my life where I'm just going, you know what, can I really talk about that? Is that really okay? And we'll see. Jury's still out. We will see. I have led a very different life. I have done it very different throughout my life. Very rebelliously, quite honestly. I mean, if for the astrologers in the room, Leo, Virgo, Aquarius. This can be challenging. Enneagram, da 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 da. Myers-Briggs, da 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 da. Every little category, like I've taken all the little psychological profile stuff, all the astrology profile stuff, the human design stuff, and where do I land in all of them? In the exceptional top 3%. Talk about doing it differently. And that's okay. I used to wear it as like a badge of courage. It's like, no, I'm exceptional. Nah. Everybody's exceptional. We're all unique. We all get to do it our own way. And we get to choose that. We get to choose how we live. We get to remember that despite of how everything appears, in the face of all the ways that life can show up for us, and in the face of all the ways that we can show up for life, it's a matter of taking an attitude that says, you know what? I am going to choose to be free. I am going to choose to be me. I'm going to choose to let go of all the little excuses about why I can't and make choices about why I am able to. I'm going to set aside all the little exceptions. Well, I can do all this except for Edwin Gaines used to call it your whole card. What are you holding on to? What is the card that you're holding on to that says, I can have all of this stuff, I can be all of these things except for this one little thing over here. I can't do that. I can't let go of that. Well, until you let go of that, you're stuck. It's like we carry around this bag of exceptions, right? It's like a bag of rocks on our back. A little backpack we carry around that says, these are the reasons why I can't. These are the reasons why I'm not worthy. These are the reasons why I can't, I won't, I don't want to, da, 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 da. It's all our little exceptions to the rules. Because I did this. Because my teacher in 5th grade didn't give me enough homework and hold me accountable. True story. Screwed up my study habits for the rest of my school life until I went to ministerial school. And somebody finally stopped me. Because I got tagged with this academically exceptional tag in 4th grade. And so my 5th grade teacher got lazy with me. Didn't hold me accountable. He said, oh, don't worry about him, he'll be fine. Passed me through 5th grade. Never had to do homework. And from that point forward, I rarely did. I did about half my homework, but I aced all my exams. They didn't know what to do with me. That's just one example of the many that I held on to forever. Right? And they're like this bag of rocks that we carry around that says, this is why I can't. It's time to set them down. Take the backpack off. Say, you know what? What matters are the choices I'm going to make going forward. What matters most importantly and most crucially is this idea that says, you know what? No matter what, I am connected to this sense of divinity. I am connected to divine love in, through, around, and as me, which means that I am creative at every moment. And the choices I make, the stories I get to tell about who and what I am, are the things that drive me forward. Vulnerability says that I am present with myself. Vulnerability says that I am present with the divine presence that is love inside of me at all moments. Life is saying yes to what? Life is saying yes to the content of my consciousness. To the sum total of my beliefs about me, the sum total of my beliefs about life, the sum total of my beliefs about the world. It is saying yes to all of that all the time. And the more open I am to me, the more open I am to life, the more open I am to the expression of that. And not just the expression of it, but the experience of it. Because life will be to me as I am to it. Right? Life will be to me as I am to it. And when I am open and vulnerable with myself, then life opens up for me. Right? And all of a sudden, I am loving. All of a sudden, I am joyful. All of a sudden, I am happy and healthy and whole. All of a sudden, I look in the mirror and I see awesomeness looking back at me. Like when my two youngest, talking about doing it differently. So I have a 35-year-old. I'm a grandpa. I'm a 35-year-old, a year and a half old granddaughter, but I also have a 14-year-old 11. So the 14-year-old and the 11-year-old, they were out here visiting a couple years ago, 5 years ago. We stood in front of the mirror. We were practicing our affirmations. I said, I am happy. Repeat after me. I am happy.
I am happy.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am awesome.
I am
Oh,
awesome.
my God, say it with attitude. I am awesome.
I am awesome.
See, there you go. Imagine saying that in front of the mirror 3 or 4 times every morning before you head out. What happens? What happens? With energy, with attitude, with vibrancy. We get to create that kind of energy. When we do that, when we do things like that, everything becomes possible. Just for that split second, for that moment, we stand in front of the mirror saying, I'm happy, I'm healthy, I am awesome. Possibilities and potentiality explode in front of us. That energy rises up inside of us and says, yeah, you are. Because in that moment, everything else just disappears. Because what matters is me, what I am, who I am in this now moment, beyond the walls, beyond the resistance, beyond all the little ideas of separation that we wrap up around ourselves day in and day out. Joel Goldsmith writes this. He says, God has no awareness of you as something separate and apart from himself. We can't be separate from Source. We can't. But we tell ourselves we are. We tell ourselves a story that says, I've been abandoned by Source. I've been abandoned by God because I did this, that, and the other. Or this, that, and the other happened to me, so I'm not worthy. Not true. It's a story we tell. We get to tell a different story. We get to rewrite it. And that is the thing that this is the core and the key to how spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer works. Why does that work? What makes that work? What makes it work is the idea that says, you know what? I get to rewrite it. And life says yes. The law has one response to the impress of our thought, and that is yes.
Yes.
So when I'm open, when I'm vulnerable, when vulnerability becomes a practice, not simply a one-time act, when it becomes a way of being, when it shows up in small, little, everyday moments, the moment you choose to speak honestly instead of staying silent, the moment you allow yourself to feel something instead of suppressing it, the moment you say, I don't know, instead of pretending that you do, the moment you let someone really see you instead of editing, these are the sacred moments. Because in those moments, you're no longer living from defense, you are living in truth. And so here is what begins to unfold when we do that, when we allow ourselves to be seen, healing happens. Not because everything becomes perfect, but because it becomes real. Because it becomes real. Relationships deepen. Our connection to ourselves and to life itself becomes stronger. Authenticity shows up. And we begin to experience life not as something we must manage, but as something we participate in fully. Fully. Vulnerability opens us to the flow. It allows giving and receiving to become a natural act. So the question is not, is vulnerability safe? The question is, at what cost do we stay closed? What is the price we pay for not being? So as we wrap up this morning, I invite you to stop and think about a couple of things. Where in your life, or where in our life, where in your life are you being guarded? Where have you been holding back? Where are you protecting yourself, and in what ways does that prevent connection? And then pause and consider, what if I choose to soften there? What if I choose to soften here just a little? Just a touch. Vulnerability is not the risk of losing yourself. It is the path to find yourself. It's where illusion falls away and what is real remains. Whole, worthy, connected. And when we find that place, we become deeply and vibrantly alive. So today, repeat after me. It is safe to be seen.
It is safe to be seen.
It is safe to be real.
It is safe to be real.
It is safe to be me.
It is safe to be me.
Safe to be seen, safe to be real, safe to be me. And in that safety, we discover something exceptional and extraordinary. We discover that we are never separate to begin with. That what we are has always been held, has always been loved, has always been enough. And in that knowing, we are free. We are free. So let's take that in this morning. In this moment, in this place, we are whole, complete, and perfect in every way. We begin in recognition of the one power and presence that is infinite spirit. It is life, it is love. And it is this presence and this power that walks with us, beside us, surrounding us, lifting us up, and going forward through and around us at each and every moment. And so in gratitude, we go forth into the rest of this day, knowing that all is well. That we are free to be our full and true selves. We know that indeed we are divinely guided to do and to be and to express all of who we are, safely, securely, joyfully. In this and in every moment. Life is good. And very, very good, as each and every one of us. And so we let it go, we let it be. We release these ideas, knowing that life says yes. Life says yes. In every moment. And so we let it be. And so it is.
So it is. So it is.
Yeah.
We were born before when, also younger than the sun. Yeah. bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the sea. Yeah. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yeah, when that foghorn blows, I wanna hear it. Don't ever fear it. I wanna find your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Then magnificently we'll float into the mystic. When that foghorn blows, when that foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. When that foghorn whistle blows, I gotta hear it. Don't ever fear it. Your gypsy soul, just like way back in the days of old. Then together we will float into the mystic. Yes.
So thanks, Reverend Lee, again for coming down. And I want to thank you. Give yourselves applause for being here. Thank you for participating and being here. I just got back from CSL's annual conference. I think they do actually, it's biannual, but I am just like so excited for CSL and CSL Tucson. I just can't even tell you, so maybe I'll write about it. I think it's my turn for the blog next week. So stick around. We're going to have a brief, just kind of state of CSL Tucson, where we're at with the wall, where we're at just in general. Teaching chapter, I have some information. I got to meet with some people. I met Reverend Nan Bankston, who is our advisor on all things CSL related. So I met her this week. And so we'll be doing that right after. And again, next week is, we're still planning on the membership. I do want to say my mom is beginning her dying process. So should something happen and I need to postpone it, I'll let you know. But otherwise, life is going forward. And so I want to thank you. Thank you for your gifts and tithes of time and talent, and your treasure. We do have the basket in the back. We have various ways you can give financially. You can mail your donations to our South Craycroft office. If you mail them to, for those of you online, not here, if you mail them here to the Unity campus, they do get delivered, so not to worry. We also have our text to tithe, which is 616-800-8252. If I read that right without my glasses. Zelle is available, so we have lots of ways to give, and we appreciate whatever you can give. So thank you again, and I think that's all I have. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yep.
Thank you, Reverend Lee. Thank you so much. Let's stand up. Let's release and let go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. time only.